What's going on, y'all? My name is Enoch. I'm here to inspire, motivate, and encourage you to be the best version of you that you could possibly be. I know that ain't an easy task, but let's go. Welcome back to Divine Motivation Podcast. Like I always say, even though I always say it, I mean it. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you. I appreciate you being you know why I really appreciate you? Let me just talk real quick. Let me get this off my chest. You know why I appreciate you listening to this? Because you're so valuable and you're so important. And for you to take the time to listen to what I have to say means a lot. And I don't take that for granted. So thank you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for sharing this video to a friend. Follow the Instagram, Divine Motivation _. Literally, you already know. I'm gonna give you motivational videos every day. Like something's gonna motivate you. I'm gonna do something that's going to motivate you. I'm gonna say something that's gonna spark an idea. That's gonna spark something in your heart where it's like, let's go get it. What else? If you haven't listened to the motivational album yet, go listen to that. It's called I Am by Enoch Maurice. What else? One-on-one coaching, man. I've been when I tell you, like, people are like really having some breakthroughs. Like they starting to understand. They starting to like pick it. They starting to get it. Like, yo, hit me up. Let's get on a call. Let me help you navigate through this life because this thing is hard. You know what I'm saying? What else? I think that's it. That's all the roll call stuff. Now let's get to it. And I hope y'all still, because from the last episode, I hope y'all still in that thankful mindset. I want to keep that going. I want to keep that going into the new year, into Christmas. Like, keep that thankful mindset. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy what, like, just being present and you notice certain things. So I got this so lately me and my son been playing Spider-Man, right? And in Spider-Man, you start off at a very low level, right? And before you can get to the next level, there's certain things that you have to go through. And obviously, if you've been rocking with me for a little bit, you kind of understand where I'm going with this. And I'll notice when we'll get further in the game and we'll save it and leave and come back, like, it just seems like we can just do so much more stuff than what we was able to do before. Like, certain moves we couldn't do before, like certain like fight moves and flips and grabs and web shooting and stuff like that. And it's like, man, like we kind of alright now. Like before, like, because there'll be some levels where we're struggling trying to over and over and the same, having to replay because we keep messing up. But then eventually, once we beat that, when we come up against something that's like that, it's easy. It's like, oh, we've been here. We did that. And I'm like, yo, it's crazy. Like it has to be like just it's how life is created. God has created it to this way to where you have to go through some things on the level that you're on so that when you get to the next level, like, it's still going to be hard, but you're more prepared. Like, you have more tools in your toolbox. And a lot of times we get so stuck in the level that we're on because we don't want to keep fighting. We give up. Like, we just give up and we just lay down and we just stay there. And we wonder why when we pick the game back up, we're on the same level because we stopped. If we don't keep going, we turn the game off, we're going to come back to the same level. And a lot of times, this is where that self-medication comes, where it's like, oh, I'm going to just find a way, an outlet. And a lot of times the outlet isn't healthy. Sometimes people use drugs, drinking, or try to go out and just try to forget about life and what's going on, when it's like, you do know when you pick this back up, you're still going to be at this level until you find a way to get through this level. Like, there's some things that you're supposed to learn here that's going to prepare you for that next level right now. And I get it. When you're on that level, it's so frustrating. Like, I'm trying, but I keep losing. It's not making sense. But then once you get it, it's like, oh, snap. Like, I didn't even know I had that in me. There's some things that needs to be unlocked in you that helps you, like, oh, now when I see that again, I'm prepared. That's why we can't skip the steps, man. Just imagine you start the game and you start all the way at the last level. Bruh, it's over for you. You finished. I'm sorry. Like, that's just, like, it's over for you. Like, you're not winning. You're too far behind. Too far behind. You can't. So it's like, I gotta go through all of this just to get to there. And it's like, yes. We're so focused on the destination, not realizing the journey essentially is the destination. Because without the journey, there's nothing. You can't just get to here, there, and then that's it. There's some things, there's some pruning that needs to happen. There's some tools you need to gain, some mindsets that needs to be built, and some mindsets that need to be destroyed. Because we all have these internal preconceived notions where it's like, oh, this is how this works. And then you get to that situation, you're like, oh, wait, maybe it doesn't work like that. And now you're like, oh, snap. What am I going to do now? And that's when it's time to kick in and figure things out. You got to figure it out. Like, I'm sorry, I'm from like the era where coaches yelled at you and you couldn't say nothing back. And it's like, yo, you got to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I have, like, this kind of, like, I got to go get it. But I also understand that, like, yo, I need that real breakdown of how I'm supposed to do this. You know what I'm saying? So, you got to find, like, that balance, because you cannot stay on the same level. And if you have been on the same level, it's time, y'all. It's time. Like, and this is what being the best version possible essentially is about, is keep taking a step forward, even when you get knocked back. I think people sometimes mistake taking a step forward as I'm constantly elevating and getting there. No. Sometimes taking a step forward is you got pushed back, and now you're taking a step forward to get right back to that spot. And then you get pushed back again, but you're still taking that step forward. And you get pushed back again, but every time you keep taking a step forward, you're getting strong. You get pushed back, and eventually you keep walking, and you find a way to push through that. And that's the essence of this, of everything that I try to push, and just like, yo, just keep going, keep walking, keep putting one foot in front of the other. I'm telling you, eventually you'll get there. Wherever there is, you'll get there. But you have to go through it. You have to learn. There's some things that need to come off you. There's some mindsets that you need to drop. And this process is preparing you for the next level and the next place that you go in, your next destination. So don't get weary. Like, just keep going. It's all part of it. We all go through it, but it's about how you go through it and the mindset that you use when you go through it. Appreciate y'all, man. Let's keep this thing going. Know what I mean? Let's lock in. Follow Instagram, Divine Motivation _. Like, share this video. Know what I'm saying? Go listen to the motivational album called I Am by Enoch Maurice. That's me. And let's get this coaching, one-on-one coaching. Let's get this thing going, man. Let's get right. For real. Like, let's get our minds right. Let's get our hearts right. And let's just keep growing and keep getting better. I appreciate y'all. I do. Let's do it again next week. Peace.